Does it feel good to be back out walleye fishing. Honestly, it's been a little bit since I've been walleye fishing. Salmon fishing's just been hot, and you know, that's what we've been doing a lot of, but I'm gonna get back into some walleye. You know, it's been a little bit. We got to say hi to our walleye friends here. We're gonna be casting a shiver minnow around to start the day. Pelicans around, they must already know what's up. The common theme on Green Bay is the bite's been tough, mainly due to the alewife invasion, just the walleye's natural summer transition time, and then you also have a sheephead spawn that was going on here for a while too as well. So there's a number of different reasons of why the bite was tough. But this is typically the time of the year where those alewives start to move out, water starts to get a little warm, and the bite kind of starts to turn on again. We're fishing some offshore structure. You guys can see I'm actually using my live scope in the back here just because I am on structure today. So I'm really not having to kind of move around a whole lot. We got some wind, so what I did is I put the boat in spot lock. There's a lot of pods of fish just roaming around this rock hump that we're on. We're gonna see if we can pick a few of these. Oh, I just had a hit. We're gonna see if we can pick a few of these fish off. Ooh, baby. That one hit good. I hope this is a walleye, because if it is, it's gonna be a good one, you guys. I'm not recording anymore. I can see him coming in on the screen there. Just kind of, I felt him like, I don't know if he went to grab it originally and he kind of missed it or what, but it's gonna be a walleye, I think. Gonna be a good one. I need my net. Oh. Here we go. Stay out of the motor. What do we got? Be a walleye. It's fighting like one. Oh yeah, it's a good walleye. Grab my net here. Good thing is there's nobody around, so don't really gotta worry about anybody seeing my net, I guess. Nice walleye. Put them in the old Kalen's net. There we go. Ooh, that's a good one. Thick. Just thick. This right here is what it is all about. Love casting shiver minnows. I've been waiting all year long to catch some shiver minnows, and here we go. That's a fatty. Look at that thing. You can tell that fish has been eating good. Working that shiver minnow real aggressively in these big pods. Doesn't seem like these walleyes are super fired up yet. So if you can get that reaction strike on them, you know, just dumping that thing right in front of their face and really ripping it, seems to be what they like. Hasn't been like lights out, obviously. It's been a little tough to get them to eat, but now I think just dropping it right in front of their face and making it happen might be the way to do it today. But here we go. We're on the board. Go ahead and get this fish put back here. There she goes. We got a walleye, baby. We have only taken less than 10 casts and we got one. So that's a good sign. I'm not seeing constant fish, but those, you know, those packs of 4 or 5 that are coming through seem to be walleyes. I did actually get a perch too. Like right now I'm looking at 2 or 3 fish. So I'm just gonna get back to casting, rip that shiver minnow through them and see if we can catch some more. Dang close right there. Oh, here we go. Looked like one just raced at us. There we go. There we go. I was gonna say, it looked like one just kind of out of that pod just raced at us. Those are the pods we're looking for. Those like pods of 5 or 6 fish. Drop it just kind of right beside them, give it a few hops. You see one of them just jump at it, and that's exactly what you want. You can grab the net. Oh yeah. Not as big as the last one, but it's another good fish. There we go. Got him in the net. Whew, this one's a little longer. There we go. That one is a little smaller than the last one we got. If we were out here keeping eaters, this would be a great one to bring home and eat. If you guys are looking to get out here, get on an awesome eater bite. Right now is a great time to start getting out here again, chasing after these green bay walleyes, bring some fish home. I am running guided trips out here if you're interested in getting out. I'll leave all my information linked down below. I know I have a lot of dates filled, but there are still some available. If you'd like to get out here, catch some walleyes like this one on shiver minnows, maybe trolling bite, whatever it is you want to do, we can kind of cater it to you and get you out here on a really good bite. So they're making us work for them a little bit, but we are getting a few good ones in the boat. So I, however, am not keeping any fish today. So we're gonna go ahead, let this one go. See you later, pal. Real quick, the rods that I am using today are actually my own lineup of Della Bay Onyx rods. I partnered up with Della Bay this spring to do a couple of rod series that actually have my logo on them that I helped design, basically that are technique specific to everything that you're seeing in this video. Green Bay, some of the techniques that we love to use in the summertime and the springtime, we made rods for. Super stoked to be partnered up with them and have this awesome lineup of rods. This is the Onyx 7.2 medium light rod. I've been using this thing all spring long and I really haven't got time to kind of sit down and tell you guys about it. But I absolutely love this rod. I used it all spring for my finesse style of fishing, whether that was throwing a hair jig, throwing a jig in a plastic, maybe just a jig in a crawler even. A little bit earlier this spring when they were kind of in that transition period, they were a little tough to catch. A lot of times I found myself using this rod to really downsize my presentation, and it worked really well. And it also works to haul in some of those bigger walleyes out here on Green Bay too. So this medium light actually features a really nice stiff backbone, but it's got that super soft, sensitive tip that really loads up into that backbone. That's really gonna allow you to feel those bites, but also kind of give them the berries to get them up to the boat without really ripping that bait out of the fish's mouth. So it's an absolutely stout rod, and the reason why I am actually throwing this shiver minnow on this rod today is because these fish really aren't fired up yet. I don't really want to be yanking this bait too far off the bottom, and with a stiffer rod I kind of find myself just with the nature of my whip when I work these baits, I'm kind of lifting that bait a little further than I want to off the bottom. Now this is obviously a smaller shiver minnow, so it's a little bit lighter than the heavier shiver minnows, so I just downsized to a medium light. And what I'm noticing is there's just a little bit of lag there. When I go to whip this bait, it's lagging a little bit before it's actually hopping up off the bottom. And what that is allowing is those walleyes to kind of come up to it, grab it before I'm going up basically to make my next snap in my jig cadence. And then obviously when I do feel that bite, I have a ton of forgiveness there. If I'm going up to make a next snap, that rod tip's basically just gonna load up into that backbone, basically setting the hook for me, allowing me to fight that fish to the boat. Got one. What do we got? Started marking a ton of fish. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Nice walleye. Nice walleye. Come on, buddy. There we go, in the net. Whew. Yes, yes, yes. Take a look at that fish right there. The wind really died down. We got a little bit of residual, so it's like the perfect amount of surface agitation, and these fish they're still doing it. They're still here. They're walleyes. They're feeding. I'm marking a ton of them. And for as many as I'm marking, I'm definitely not catching what I should be. So these fish aren't really that fired up yet, but we are getting some good ones, and we're gonna go ahead and get this girl back in the water. Now that that water's really starting to warm up, You don't want to be keeping these fish out of the water too long if you're going to be releasing them. There she goes. Thanks for getting my sleeves soaked. This is the bait that I am using today. This is called the flat bottom shiver minnow from Moonshine. Now, you've probably heard of the original shiver minnow by Moonshine, and that one is right here. I have both the same colors as the goby pattern. The difference between the original Moonshine shiver minnow and the flat bottom is quite obvious. You're gonna notice that there is an extra hook on the flat bottom compared to the original. And then the other difference is in the bottom of the bait. You can notice that flat bottom shiver minnow actually has a flat bottom. The original is gonna have that more narrowed taper look to it compared to that flat bottom. Little subtle differences, but they do catch fish. I love both of these baits. When you're looking for a reaction strike out of those walleyes, maybe because they're gone finicky, this is always my go-to bait. So if you're looking for an awesome bait to throw on Green Bay, it's a great representation of the goby that we have in this system, and then these walleyes definitely feed heavy on. Once those alewives really start to push out, they really key in on this style of bait. So check them out. I'll leave a link down in the description below. Grab yourself some. They're gonna help you put some walleyes in the boat this summer. Back-to-back casts. Are you kidding? Oh, that's awesome. 2 casts in a row, 2 fish. All right, come here. Oh, get in the net. There we go. That's a good one. Oh, we just got a good one. This is fun. Back-to-back casts that time. Look at it, just munching that shiver minnow. Pelican's coming in. Saw us catch this one. Look at that one. That's a good fish right there. Nice Green Bay fish. Absolutely love summertime fishing for walleyes. It can be one of the most fun times to get out here and catch some fish. With that being said, I think this is gonna wrap it up for me today. Like I said, Green Bay is definitely not firing on all cylinders yet, but it's getting really close. And we're getting some nice fish here and there. We're gonna get this guy back though. Throwing shiver minnows. Moonshine, he was all fired up. Yeah, well, that's it. It was a fun day getting out here back on Green Bay, getting away from the salmon fishing a little bit, catching some walleyes. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, go down, hit that subscribe button down below. We're gonna have all sorts of walleye content coming to you very, very soon. And we still got some salmon content in the mix too as well. So if you're into that salmon content, don't unsubscribe, don't leave the channel. We still got some salmon content coming your way as well. But I just had to substitute in some walleye content here because it's almost that time to get back out here and really start targeting these guys. But overall, today was an awesome day casting some Moonshine Shiver Minnows, one of my favorite presentations out here on Green Bay. And I can't wait to get out here and do it again. Keep living your dream, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.